Hey guys, welcome to the Bows. Today I'll be talking about the co-main event on UFC 268's main card, the championship title fight, the rematch between Rose Namajunas and Weili Zhang at Strawweight. So as we all know, Rose Namajunas in her last fight fought Weili Zhang and she KO'd her in one round with a head kick. Given that the finish was so quick last time, I'm a little surprised when they booked this rematch right away. But I understand from a business standpoint, the Chinese market's huge, and Weili Zhang is a very exciting fighter. She never has a boring fight. Even though it doesn't make the most sense in the world, it probably sells a little bit better than Carla Esparza versus Rose Namajunas. They fought before for the inaugural Strawweight belt, and Carla Esparza won. But Carla doesn't have the most exciting style for the average fan, so I guess it kind of makes sense. They want to try and get as much out of Weili Zhang and Rose Namajunas as possible, because on paper, it's always a good fight. Someone's going to get knocked out, or it's going to be a striking affair most of the time. But my question is, will Rose Namajunas do it again? Will she beat Weili Zhang for the second time? And I lean towards yes. She did it pretty easily last time. I think she's just a more fluid fighter on the feet. Weili Zhang is also very good on the feet, and she's very athletic, but Rose is just on another level, I think. She's just more fluid and puts her strikes together more effortlessly. She doesn't labor over her strikes as much as Weili Zhang does. So that's why I think if it stays on the feet again, I think Rose Namajunas wins. Rose Namajunas is especially dangerous early in the fight. She's a very strong starter and tends to fade a little bit during the fight. Not in a way that she's exhausted, just I guess maybe her opponents start to figure out a little bit more, but she's a very strong starter. I think Weili Zhang has to look out for that, and I'm interested to see how the striking plays out after the first round. Will Weili Zhang be able to get in her groove a little bit more, or will Rose Namajunas still be the more technical and the better striker, landing the better shots? Because if it becomes a firefight and a very violent, aggressive, phone boothy type of fight, that favors Weili Zhang, and that could favor her if she can get out of the first round unscathed and survive the first round and not play the technical battle, sitting on the outside, trying to pick their shots. But if Weili Zhang comes in and tries to pressure Rose without being too reckless, I think she could have success. I wonder if Weili Zhang has plans to get the fight to the ground or use the clinch a lot. I feel like that could favor her. She's going to be the bigger, stronger fighter, so I wonder if she's going to use those advantages. Rose has very good jiu-jitsu, but I think just the strength disparity and the ability to use the clinch and maybe not take the fight fully to the ground, I think that could favor Weili Zhang. Even if the fight stays on the feet the whole time, I still would favor Rose Namajunas because just in general, she's just a better striker. I wouldn't count Weili Zhang out, even though she got finished pretty quickly last time. But given that the odds are so close and Rose Namajunas did win quickly last time and that she's only a slight favorite now, I think it would make sense to bet on Rose Namajunas. Sometimes I wonder too if Weili Zhang left a part of herself in the cage that night when she fought Joanna Jędrzejczyk in that war, because it was a war and both of them took a lot of damage. I don't know if her chin took a hit because of that fight, but it seemed like that could be possible because Rose Namajunas, although it was a head kick, and head kicks are hard because you're hitting someone with your shin bone, but Rose just kind of flicked up the head kick, flicked up her leg, and she didn't throw it with full throttle force, and still it knocked her out cold. It landed in the sweet spot too, and Weili Zhang was expecting it to go lower, but still, it was pretty easy for Rose to do. Sometimes I do worry about Rose's mental side though, because she does get worked up sometimes and feels the pressure at times. When she lost the belt to Andrade, she felt a sense of relief, which I thought was a little odd. So if the pressure gets to Rose, that could leave openings for Weili Zhang to be aggressive and beat Rose Namajunas. So we'll see what happens. I still favor Rose. If I had to guess, I'd say Rose finds the TKO sometime in the first or second round. But if it goes later, it could go to decision, but I think it's very unlikely for these two fighters to make it to decision. Alright guys, that's all I got for today. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you think about this fight. Do you think Rose Namajunas does it again, or you think Weili Zhang gets a revenge? Alright guys, till next time, peace.